Hello, good morning Nigeria, good morning Port Harcourt, good morning everyone watching. If this is your first time, this is Thav TV, and if this is the first time I'm seeing this video, please click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to always get information whenever we drop our programs. We have lots of interesting programs running here on Thav TV's page, and we'll be glad for you to be a part of this house. Alright, today this is our newspaper review segment, and today we'll be doing our newspaper review like we do every other time. We get the headlines from the national dailies, we bring them to you, and then we of course discuss these matters with people here on the street, and of course we also want to hear from you. We'd like you to drop your comments on the comment section. We'd love to hear your reviews on these headlines. Alright, let's get to the business of today being the 10th of September 2021. Let's see what the headlines have for us. You are welcome to stay connected. Let's begin with ThisDay newspaper for the 10th day of September 2021. Let's see what the headlines are saying this morning. The big one here says, Buhari in Imo says it's unthinkable that any Igbo man would want to exit Nigeria. And then under that we see, wants to be remembered for stabilizing nation security economy. Reiterates commitment to completing second Niger bridge, other projects. Promises credible elections in 2023. Ohaneze demands equity, justice, fairness for all citizens. Says Igbo are most federating people in Nigeria. Alright, that's coming from ThisDay newspaper. Up here we see CBN moves to pump more dollars through banks to boost FX supply. CBN moves to pump more dollars through banks to boost FX supply. Insists black market is for illicit transactions. Commences multifaceted approach to tackling dollarization of economy. Excited about e-Naira. That's coming from CBN. All right, let's take a look at other newspapers. This is ThisDay. Pick up a copy for yourself and get the full gist. All right, let's take on the Daily Sun newspaper for the 10th day of September 2021. The big headline here says, as Buhari visits Imo, Igbo can't be pushed out of Nigeria. Ohaneze, Southeast leaders. Appeal for release of detained youths. President promises to help Imo in infrastructure development. And we also see that picture of the president arriving at the airport here on the Daily Sun. And then we see up there on the same paper, we see Nigeria's future in danger over banditry. UN wants. All right, FG states in fresh legal battle over revenue. Stamp duty revenue in contention. FG states in fresh legal battle over revenue. Stamp duty revenue in contention. Also here on the Daily Sun, we see Lagos adds bite to VAT war. Passes law. Anti-open grazing bill also. Rivers VAT law will shame impunity of FIRS. Ex-MBA president is talking. All right, that's coming to you from the Daily Sun newspaper. Get yourself a copy to get the full details of the headlines. All right, let's see other newspapers. All right, this is The Nation newspaper. Let's see what the headlines here are saying. It says Buhari Ohaneze, Igbo can't secede from Nigeria. Buhari Ohaneze, Igbo can't secede from Nigeria. Igbo leaders storm Owerri for Buhari. Obiozo were committed to a united Nigeria. Okay, I have with me here the Vanguard newspaper. Let's see what the headline looks like here. It says Ohaneze to Buhari, release Igbo youths detained by security agencies. Ohaneze to Buhari, release Igbo youths detained by security agencies. Demand inclusive governance to address secession. It's unthinkable for Igbo to consider themselves not part of Nigeria. That's coming from Buhari. He adds, nothing can be done without security. Empty southeast streets welcome Buhari to Imo. The empty streets of the southeast welcome Buhari to Imo State. And then federal government vows to deal with southern separatists, assures of hitch-free polls. Right, we also see here tax war worsens as 36 states sue FG over stamp duty. Tax war worsens as 36 states sues FG over stamp duties. Then we also see down there, we see stop gagging those who speak out in Nigeria. Anglican primate tells FG. And then a little news about COVID-19. It says COVID-19, get vaccinated or lose your job. Edo government wants teachers, medical personnel. Up here, you can also see this very interesting one. It says students abduction. Nigeria's future under threat. UN tells FG. Right, that same warning we've seen in some other dailies, about 2 or 3 other dailies today, how the UN is telling the federal government that this continuous student abductions is dangerous to Nigeria's future and something needs to be done urgently. All right, let's continue with our headlines. Let's talk sports and business. Stay with us on Thav TV. In sports, let's take the sport headlines from Sporting Life newspaper. That's what I have with me here. It says Serie A unfair to Osimhen. Serie A unfair to Osimhen. We need to know what they are unfair to him about. Please pick up a copy of the Sporting Life newspaper to get the full gist. See R7 once more. All right, Ronaldo hints at extending Man United stay. Ronaldo hints at extending Man United stay. That's an interesting one there. And then we also see Man City, Bayern submit bids for 15 billion naira rated Sadiq. Very interesting one there. It says German national football team fly home in new plane after being stuck on faulty jet at Edinburgh Airport. Right, so pick up a copy of Sporting Life to get details of the sports headlines. Let's see what Business Day newspaper today looks like. All right, let's do business news. Okay, so I have this Business Day newspaper with me here for the 10th day of September 2021. All right, it says Nigeria among nations least prepared for rising global inflation. Nigeria among nations least prepared for rising global inflation. That is very scary to hear, you know, despite all that is happening around the world. Okay, we also see here, we see VAT war, efficiency versus fiscal federalism. VAT war, efficiency versus fiscal federalism. Pick up a copy of the Business Day newspaper to get details. We also see there Nigeria's private sector credit struggles to catch up with peers. Nigeria's private sector credit struggles to catch up with peers. All right, pick up a copy of Business Day and get the full gist. All right, we're still doing the newspaper headlines live here from the streets of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Stay with us. This is Thav TV. My name is Williams Abule. Okay, let's see the Daily Independent for the 10th day of September. It says, empty Owerri streets take the shine off Buhari visit. Empty Owerri streets take the shine off Buhari visit. Residents obey IPOP sit at home in Aba, Umuahia, Enugu. I want to be remembered for stabilizing Nigeria, the president says Igbos are in charge of Nigeria's economy. That's coming from the Daily Independent. Up there we also see Buhari to ECOWAS. We must adopt measures to prevent coup. Says 4 coups within few months in West Africa. Dangerous. All right. We also see down here, Secondus loses out as Fintiri emerges PDP Convention Committee Chairman. Ogwai heads zoning committee. Will get national chairman that can stand the test of time. That's coming from Fintiri. The war in the PDP house continues. Very interesting one. Pick up a copy of the Daily Independent to get all the gist. And of course, if you stay here with us on Thav TV, we'll bring these headlines to you so that you get to know what's happening around you, and we expect to get reactions from you. Drop it in the comment section. We'll be glad to hear from you. We're still taking headlines. I have with me here the Punch newspaper for the 10th of September 2021. We have this very interesting picture here of the president on the table with the Igbo leaders. Very interesting one. But let's go straight to the headlines. It says, Ohaneze laments marginalization. Buhari says Igbo control economy. Ohaneze laments marginalization. Buhari says Igbo control economy. Igbo are marginalized in governance structure. It is very clear and self-evident. Ohaneze is saying that. Then also we see there, it's clear Igbo are in charge of Nigeria's economy. They are enterprising, says Buhari. Owerri deserted. Civil servants abscond from work. Markets shut as president visits Imo. All right, that's coming from the big headlines there on the Punch newspaper. We also see up there, we see stamp duties. Experts back governors as states drag FG to court. Stamp duties. Expert back governors as states drag FG to court. Then we also see Mark may emerge PDP Board of Trustees chair. Search for national chairman begins. Okay, we see down here VAT amendments, MBA, science caution, National Assembly, fault FIRS planned revenue cut. All right, pick up a copy of the Punch newspaper to get the full gist on these headlines. We also see bandits demand 10 million naira for abducted Ondo travelers. Omoteku rescues 9. All right, that's an interesting one coming there from the Punch. It says Omoteku was able to rescue 9 of the abducted persons and, of course, saved from the bandits. Let's take more headlines. Stay with us on Thav TV. Okay, I have this young man with me. He wants to react to this headline. Secondus loses out as Fintiri emerges PDP convention committee chairman. He wants to react to that story. Let's hear him out. All right, sir, what's your reaction?
Before I would like to comment on this, Safety Harry. I am residing in Dockyard. I would like PDP, to me, Uche Secondus remain the national chairman. Why am I saying so? There is law governing the party, and his tenure have not elapsed. He was sacked, and another court has retained him. So to me, the PDP should be careful, because they are trading the wrong trade. It has happened before in River State. When Magnus Abe took the party to court, they tried to resolve the issue, but none and avoid. So I will advise PDP to trade with caution. If not, they will lose out. They should settle this thing amicably, because the matter is in court. The escorts they have put in place for now, to me, the court will nullify all of them. At the end of the day, PDP will not have a presidential candidate.
And 2023 is by the side.
And 2023 is by the side. I advise them to put their house in order and resolve these things amicably. The governor of River State, the PDP national chairman, all of them are from River State, and they are South. They are all Niger Deltas. You see, when we say the Hausas are united, people say no. They are united. You hardly see the Hausa man fighting his brother. This thing keep repeating itself. I appeal to the leaders. I appeal to the Niger Deltas to be one, to keep their house in order. Fighting ourselves will not be a good thing. It will not help matters. Let this thing not keep repeating itself again and again. This is a big blow. That is my advice. They should resolve themselves amicably and trade with caution. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your comment. We're still taking commentaries from people on the street here on Thav TV. Please do stay with us. Hey, I have Mr. Suleiman here with me. He's one of our regular commentators here on the newspaper review segment, and he wants to give us some of his commentaries regarding the headlines today. Let's talk to him, all right? All right, sir.
Good morning, viewers. Today's, I can say, the news that has been put in place for today is about what I focus is about the CBN, what the CBN does to Nigeria and how they can fix this our economy in order. And they are doing their best. Since the MPC meeting is quite, the outcome is very good. And first of all, when we look at the issue of this forest supply, we find out that the black market, the rate there is not stagnant. It's sometimes inflated because of a different variation of people that have this hard currency. So in other way, the CBN look at this way to see that where can they put this issue of difficulties that people have, just like the SMEs who are looking to import some of their own tools, equipment from abroad. This soft way in the CBN that use to at least put banks ahead or forwarded them to access this forex, and then the rate, it will be at least marginable, because the CBN will be watching their activities very well. If it is at the other market, it wouldn't be like that. So the essentially the forex exchange, at least it will come down to a limit rather than maybe going higher. You find out in River State is different, in Lagos is different. Even in River State, you find out that so many sections, they have their own kind of rate. So it is quite good. And even also the apart from the CBN, the e-Naira, I can say, let me put it that way.
It's a welcome development.
Yeah, it's a welcome development. This e-Naira, at least, because we have a neighboring countries that we wanted to transact business, the trade in there, it will be more easier. And one thing again, there will be a kind of efficiency in all the activities that are going to be there, and there's going to be a kind of innovations that will be going on between all those countries. So there will be in the West African countries that it will create jobs, and at least so many fundamentals will at least happen in that way. So this cryptocurrency, at least almost I can say it is important, because around the CBN countries, you find out that a lot of countries, over at least I can say maybe estimate 80%, they try to put this kind of e-transaction in order so that it will make things boost. And also, like in the NNPC too, these are the giant industries that we have, at least, that can make the country forward. If they commercialize everything, maybe by that of 2024, there are a lot of investors who come to Nigeria and invest. So that means the kind of maybe the unemployment, the kind of maybe how things are going up, maybe in the rising the inflation or other things, all these things can be, it will just, it will come down.
So and the CBN is making a step in the right direction by doing, making this move at this time.
Yes, quite very well. This September meeting is quite, I am quite appreciated. Very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your comment, Mr. Suleiman. All right, we're still taking commentaries on the street. Stay with us. This is Thav TV. My name is William Sabwile, and this has been your newspaper review segment on Thav TV for the 10th day of September 2021. Well, you've heard the headlines. Please do well to drop your comments and reactions on the comment section. We'll be glad to hear from you. And if this is your first time of bumping into this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell for more interesting content like this one and many others here on our page. All right, we will be leaving you today, but please join us tomorrow for another segment of the newspaper review on Thav TV. My name remains William Sabwile.